What time is it, people? Of course, it's video game review time! Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another review. This time I'm reviewing Adventure Time! Pirates of the Enchiridion. Is this game any good? What exactly is this game? Is it a role-playing game? Is it a hack and slasher? Or is it like their last game, which was a rather disappointing childlike detective game? Well, stay tuned for my review to find out. Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing the just released Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion. It was developed by Climax Studios and published by Outright Games, never heard of them before, and was just released on July 17th of 2018 for the PlayStation 4, the PC, the Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox One. Now the overall plot of this game is Jake and Finn wake up in the morning to see that the world has been flooded and is completely underwater, so they sail away on a boat named Jeff with their friends to go and solve the mystery of why somebody did this to this world, fix their land, and get it back to normal. Now, as you play through this roughly 10-hour long game, you play as 4 different main characters. You play as Jake, Finn, Marceline, and BMO, and of course you come across all the other fan favorites throughout your adventure. Now, like I said, this game will take you about 10 hours long, and the actual game itself is a rather weird consistency of what it is. It seems to play a lot like a cross between, since this is a role-playing game, it has the fighting mechanics very similar to a turn-based combat system of a Final Fantasy game, and the overworld exploration, hack-and-slash aspects, and the watered-down, no pun intended, boat traversal plays off a lot like a version of Wind Waker. And it also has these parts where you interrogate people and you have to pick either being nice to them or mean to them with your conversation to get information out of them to progress. Almost like a really bare bones version of an LA Noire game. It's really, really odd. I've noticed certain things playing through this game where it is a really, really fun game. But it seems to have this upgrade system with your characters where you can get up to the highest, I think, is level 10. And each character you play as has 3 special attacks that you can also upgrade 3 different times. And some of them can be a little bit overpowerful. I mean, honestly, I think like Jake's Axe Tornado is way too strong. If you level that up, you can spam the hell out of the enemies to kill them with it, and it makes it rather easy. Because I'll admit, this game seems rather really unbalanced. I mean, some aspects are very well done, while others seem like it's way too difficult, especially in the RPG mechanics of fighting enemies, the way the turn-based system is, that you got to really be on your ball. And some of these enemies will pretty much stomp your butt and really take you downtown, if you know what I'm saying. Now, as you progress through your battles, each time you take a turn, you'll earn points on your points meter. These points are what you use to actually use your special attacks in battle. I've actually found out the best way to do it is to go fight some low-level peons and get like your meter bar full on your points. And then when you go and fight a hard boss or some enemies that you know are going to give you trouble, then you can use your super moves on them that makes it a hell of a lot easier. Now, during combat, each character has a wheel that will appear that you move the analog stick to select what move you want to use, including your special attacks, your regular attacks, items like heal items, buff items, and stuff like that, and your block move. Now, some characters like Marceline, instead of a block, have like a heal effect, and BMO has his own different moves as well. You'll find as you play through the game, especially when you're exploring in the open world, that each character has their own special little perks. Like, Jake will be able to get you across certain areas and above certain cliffs because he can get bigger. Marceline can turn invisible for a very limited short period of time for some really badly designed stealth aspects. Once you get used to it, know where to go, it's not that bad, but I found it to be kind of annoying. And BMO is basically, since he's the computer buddy, you can use him to hack certain terminals and stuff like that throughout your adventure. Now, the thing is through this adventure, you will have all kinds of side quests pop up alongside of your main quests. And they are nothing more than your standard issue fetch quests. You'll have someone ask you to destroy 10 lumps of these stinky weeds, or collect 5 of my penguins and bring them back to me safely. And while they're not really difficult, they are kind of some time sink aspect to it to drag the game out a little bit longer. They're not bad, but honestly, in this day and age of side quests being well thought out, they seem really bare bones on this game. Now, one thing I've noticed also with the RPG turn-based combat system is all the different stat effects you will receive. If you're not affiliated and don't know anything about Adventure Time, don't worry. If you don't understand a name of what a certain stat effect does to you, you can just press your options screen and go in there, and they will actually tell you what it means in English. So if you don't know, like, what zonked means or something like that, you can go in and figure it out pretty much, and what item you need to use to counter it in battle. You can also heal outside of battle as well. It does have an auto checkpoint system, so you never have to worry about saving. It seems to do a very good job on it. It actually says that it will have a little BMO icon pop up when it's auto saving. I have never seen it a single damn time. I don't know why, but I haven't seen it. But fortunately, it does save fairly often, which is good because there are some problems with this game. First of all, other than the fact it looks gorgeous, they got the original voice cast to come back and reprise all their roles, and it does look just like the show. They did a fantastic job on the aesthetic part, but the game is hampered by severe long load times. Once you get to a certain area and you dock to get out of your boat to get on land, there's a load time. At the beginning, there's a huge load time. If you die and you have to respawn, there's a huge load time. And not just that, I've had the game crash a couple times on me. I mean, severe hard crashes where I had to reboot the whole console type crashing. And also there is some very massive screen stutter and slowdown. It doesn't start at first of the game, but once you progress and get a couple hours in, it starts progressively getting worse, which is a real shame. It really tears you out of the game itself. Now, the other little thing I found, which is kind of cool, is since you have to use their form of money to buy the upgrades in the kind of poorly designed upgrade system to level up your characters, because you level up through battle, of course, but once you level up, then you can use your money to buy the stats in each of your abilities to make you stronger, like with your defense, your rate of hits, your dodging ability, and overall strength and health. And you also have to buy items all the time too to help heal yourself. Now, I've noticed a little trick is if you go to an area where there's items you smash and you get money and items that way, if you kind of leave the area and come back, it doesn't even take that long to do this. The items will respawn, so you can indefinitely farm them to get tons of money. That way you always have the items and money needed to upgrade. So in all, it is definitely not a bad game. I would say it would be above average if it didn't have its issues with the long load times and the problems with the game. I mean, you can't see that this is the first Adventure Time game that they made that actually is a true game. It's actually a pretty interesting game, a pretty large game, and it's the adventure part of it isn't really that good. I mean, I have to say this, it's a fun game. It's definitely not a bad game for $40 for a 10-hour game. But in the end, I would have to say, unless you're a huge fan of the Adventure Time series, I would say pick this up as a rental or wait until it is on sale. Even at the $40 price range, for the overall shallowness of this game, even though I know it was meant for kids, because if this was meant for kids, the battle system is awfully way complicated of what you have to pay attention to as you're going through it. But in the end, I can recommend it only to the diehards of the show. Other than that, only rent it or pick it up when it's on sale. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to say thank you for everyone who subscribes to my channel. I want to say thank you for everyone who watches this video. Please remember, I still currently have 2 contests going on. My one is my Epic Big Bucks contest giveaway, where I'm giving away 2 $500 Visa prepaid gift cards. That ends on September 17th. It's getting closer. And the other one is my Ultimate Silent Hill giveaway, where I'm giving away all that cool Silent Hill swag. That will end on Halloween in October. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out.